great.
I can't say nothing else. You tell me to shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Shut up now.
Shut up your mouth.
Shut up your mouth. That's I hate your mouth. Alright, what's on?
Yeah, you been goddamn.
I can tell you wrote that shit because he been holding it, and when he hit it, the shit still up. The shit do the same thing.
Damn, Jimmy.
We can't do that on the podcast. Cough like that.
Yes, you can.
I'm like, let's go all the way.
What's your number? Next time I call this nigga,
Reverse that shit.
yeah, I got weed. You going down?
When you call me for the weed.
What's good, South Florida?
Yo, what's happening?
Welcome to South Florida, the Lookout. This your boy, Suave Hardaway, a.k.a. Jimmy V, and I'm with my brothers.
You already know it's your boy, the profitable P. Today I'm feeling profit like.
Okay. And what's happening, man? You already know who it is. It's your boy 2GK. We in the building, and you already know I'm next to my boy.
Yo, what it do, Florida? What's up? It's your boy Zo Cartier. We here. Let's get it.
What's good, y'all? Today we got a few things we're going to talk about. We're going to open up with a topic, but first you can go into a little bit of summary. We got a little information on Tiger Woods to go to golf. We're going to talk a little bit about
Tiger.
We're going to talk a little bit about some music. 2GK going to cover you up with that.
You know I got you on
the
that.
latest.
Talk a little bit about this escapology that we experience in Broward County. Is something for the locals to do. So we're going to get you a cover of that. But first and foremost, we're going to start off with, the main topic. I want to start off with, obviously, I had an experience a couple weeks ago.
Oh, man.
I told my cousin about it. I told my brother about it. But it's the first time I'm actually going to step out and tell everybody about it. I think I covered a little bit on my Instagram, KingJames.xii on Instagram. Follow that. It's a serious topic. Pretty much want to shed some light on some situations. Obviously, this world, before we go into the whole situation, I'll just talk about my story. So pretty much I'm at the gym. I try to get out and work out about four or 5 days a week. I got an account with LA Fitness. So, I actually work in Fort Lauderdale.
Shout out to LA Fitness.
Shout out to LA Fitness.
Big up.
And everybody
LA Fitness.
Healthy lifestyle.
Too much money, goddamn.
Shout out to LA Fitness.
Fuck with the song.
So I got the account now. I go anywhere to work out. Obviously, so I pay that fee a month, whatever. I went to the one particularly on Fort Lauderdale on 17th Street. I don't know if y'all know where that's at. Obviously, it's in Fort Lauderdale off of Broward. If you're coming off of 595, you're heading north on US 1. You make it right on 17th Street before the Causeway Bridge. It's on Southeast 10th Street at the LA Fitness there. That day I was just working on chest and back, doing some abs. Just get my swole on. Okay. Trying to get my spring body ready because summer already passed. Fucked up.
She's about to back for next year. 2019 becoming strong.
Flexing for the
becoming strong. 2019.
I'm about a good 2 hours into my workout. I'm about to end of my workout. Towards the end of my workout, I work on abs, so I'm trying to get that shit right, for the films and all that, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm working out. The little pull-up bars you go on and you do little pull-ups and shit.
Okay, yeah,
right?
pull-up bar, yeah.
So I'm not doing pull-ups, but I'm doing knee raises to work on my abs.
So your lower abs.
Yeah, your lower ab workout. So you kind of hang from them. You got to hang from them. So you got to jump, you hang, and lift your knees up a little bit. Right? So I was doing that workout. I did about whatever sets of it. So while I'm doing this workout, there's a real hot girl standing next to me. So, I'm checking her out. I'm having a little bit of conversation with her, good workout and stuff like that, and little shit. Some guy come walking up to me. Now this guy, looks just, he's probably maybe like 5 foot, maybe 10, something like that. Maybe like mid to upper 40s. And he was black dude, maybe like light skin, maybe darker skin. He had like a goatee, bald head. And he just looked like a brother. You feel me? Brother.
What's a brother?
Like he a brother, man. He's masculine brother,
Okay.
So he comes over, he's like, hey, how many more sets you got? I'm like, all right, it's a full gym. I got one set more left. I said, okay. You want to work out?
Yeah, okay.
He was asking because
for the machine.
The machine?
Yeah, because he didn't want to, I guess he wanted else to further do pull-ups. So, he decided to ask me. Yeah. Because there's about 2 other pull-up sets he could go work on. There's other people doing their little, tricep bars raised down. So, but I'm the only one that's doing the up. So he can't feel free to ask me. I was like, y'all got 1 set left. But if you want to go, feel free to go ahead and work out. So he gets up there and he starts his workout. And then when he gets down, he's like, oh, man. He was like, how long you been coming to the gym for? I was like, man, I'm just new around the area. I work at the barbershop up the street, so you know me, I go right into barber mode. I just started this barbershop, so I'm trying to get my clientele game up and shit. So I'm like, oh yeah, I just started, working at Mankind. It's right up the street, about a 5-minute drive. And I come here, when I can on the Dodge traffic at time, but I usually don't work out here. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, all right, that's cool. So I go do my last set. He's like, man, try to do 50. I don't know why he just started kicking conversation. He's like, man, do 50.
Give me some motivation.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he's not
some macho man shit. So I'm like, all right, man, I get up. I do about 15 and I get off. I'm like 50. We start, laughing about that shit. I'm like, so I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, you do 50. And then you go up and do pull-ups. I walk away. I'm about to go do my little last ab workout. So I walk away from this area where I'm at. So in that gym, there's a stretch area that's away from this particular area that I was at. So where I was at, there's like a deeper part of the gym. So I go to the cut where I go start doing some little bicycle kicks. This is my last little ab workout. I'm getting it in. Got my little ball ab raises going on. I'm getting in on my last set, and before I look up, in my peripheral, I see the guy doing some other little pull-up shits that's in my peripheral. So I'm like, all right, I see the dude. We just had a conversation. I'm still ain't minding it. Me, I'm just like in barber mode. I'm still minding my own business. I still don't know what the fuck going on. Because to me, this is like, brother, you masculine, whatever. We just had a conversation. But he's in my peripheral as I'm working out. So I gotta pass this nigga to leave the gym. So, I'm getting up as I leave. I see him, he see me, he made eye contact, and he, hit the wave. He was like, all right, bro, have a good one. I was like, all right, you too. Hit him with the fist. Hit him with the fist.
Yeah,
brother, hit him with the fist.
All right, brother.
All right,
All right, bro. All right, you know what I'm saying?
You good, bro.
So I walk out the gym. My day, I'm about to go back to Miami. I gotta drive back to Miami, because I work out for a lot of the Dodge traffic. I don't like going to that gym anyway, but I ended up going to the gas station. I had to put gas before I hit the highway, before I hit on the I-95 south. It's a mobile gas station right across the street from the gym. So I pull into it. I'm about to get gas. I put in the gas pump. Boom. I'm in the middle gas pump. I walk in. I get gas. Talk to a little conversation with the lady. As I walk out, I see a car pull up. It's an Infinity pewter color like the Bucks. Tampa Bay Bucks.
You was talking to some girls in that?
Nah, man. It was the dude from the gym.
What the hell?
Yeah, bro. So check this out.
What the fuck?
Come on, you just pumping gas. Let's do
No.
Okay.
So check this out. In my mind, I'm like, okay.
So he can follow you?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, is this nigga following me? Because, in my mind, at this point, I was
what makes you think?
I was like, but look, at this point, I was like, okay, we already had one conversation in the gym.
Yeah, killer.
He made it a point to say bye to me when I left. So at this point, okay, I'm seeing this nigga at the gas station. I know you wasn't finished with your workout. You wasn't even sweating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man.
He got AC in his car.
I looked at Buddy, and he walked out of his car, he looked at me, and I said some sarcastic shit. I was like, yo, you found me. Cause I'm like, yo, what's that nigga doing pulling up at his gas? But I'm like, on some sarcastic shit. He's like, oh, what you mean by that? I'm like, oh, nothing, man, just, And then,
wait, but why did you?
I said it because I'm like, yo, I felt awkward. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, why is this? He pulled up at the gas station. I know it's a small world, but
this gas station,
I just had this conversation with him. Now I gotta have another conversation with him about nothing.
So you said you found me.
Yeah, I said you found me. He was like, and that kind of, he was like, oh, why did you say that? He got out. I'm trying to see if we're gonna pump his gas, go inside. He's still trying to have another conversation with me.
Ask you that what you do after that.
Oh, I was like, I kind of brushed it off. I was like, oh no, I was just being sarcastic. I told him I was just being sarcastic. He kind of like smirked a little bit. So I'm pumping my gas. I let the gas pump itself, I walk, he started to walk over closer to me and shit. Then he was like, oh, where you work at again? I was like, oh, Mankind. It's right there. He's like, you got a card? I was like, yeah, let me go get it. And I gave him my card. Now, on our card, it says our name, what we do, like barber, stylist, whatever, the telephone number of the barber shop. So the owner doesn't allow motherfuckers to call you directly on your phone to try to put, he clocked his money. It's by, commission and shit.
Yeah.
So you got to call the barber shop, you got to book with a reservation, and then that's just how you do it.
Yeah.
So when I gave him my card, he asked me, you put your personal cell on there. I was like, nah, we don't book like that. In order
you gotta
to book,
go through the barbershop.
right? In order to book, you got to go through the barbershop. He was like, he rubbed his bald. He got a bald hair, mind you, but he got a goatee. So I was like, he was like, man, I don't know. But,
bald.
Yeah, so he bald. So I'm like, okay, so he bald, but you know, we do shades for like $40. So I'm like, I get the shades. I'm like, yo, I know you didn't got a bunch up here, but we do
a haircut.
Ain't that's the barbershop that you work at called Mankind?
Yeah, Mankind. We actually talked about last week. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about that last week on Mankind Barbershop. So that's what I heard you once was saying in particular when I was talking about the shave. So I was like, we do shave $40. It's called Mankind. It's called hot towel. No, I'm sorry, the hot towel shave. It's called one of a kind shave. You get 2 hot towels. So I was going in trying to promote this shit. And
so you're obviously trying to build a client.
Yeah, so me, I'm trying to get a client. Remember, I just started at the shop. I need more clients in this area. I don't live in this area, but people go there and fuck with me. So it was my obligation to just as a client. So when I gave him that, I was like, yo, when I told him that, I was like, okay, they asked me someone question. So I'm like, yo, so what you do? So at this point, I'm like, yo, you asking me too much.
Yeah, let me talk to you.
What's wrong with you? Who are you? Who are you?
So, motherfucking serial killer.
He's like, what do you do? He said, I'm a restaurant manager. And I'm trying to figure out what area, because I know a lot of restaurant managers in that area. No key, what I used to do, I'm being in hospitality. I got face. So I was like, which area? Fort Lauderdale? Because it was in Fort Lauderdale. It's gonna be a nicer restaurant. He said, what it was said, Lauderdale Lakes. I was like, oh,
motherfucker. In the hood.
Restaurant
niggas gonna drive by his nice looking restaurant.
I know. Yeah, I was like, that was no. Signal came off. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to my niggas over there. My people's over there. But shit.
Nigga, that shit remind me of Rover's Park.
Okay, what? Okay, so what you saying?
If y'all don't know Rover's Park is a part of Tampa.
So
Rover's Park is a part in Tampa.
That's still up.
Yeah, okay. Point is,
the real trenches.
Hey,
Tampa. That's
why you put this up if you ain't got no pride.
Keep it going.
Don't stop. I mean, anyway. Yeah. So he that's what he said. Restaurant manager. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this thing ain't useful. So I mean, you know. So at that time, he was like, you know. I forgot.
He's getting that barber information.
Yeah, he getting the barber information from me, pretty much. And then when I gave it to him, I asked him what the restaurant he worked at. And when he told me the restaurant, and then he was like, I was like, okay, so what else you do? He was like, yeah, you know, I travel. I work and I travel, you know. I was like, where you been going to? He was like, man, I travel to New York and Atlanta. He was like, you ever been to Atlanta?
Red flag.
Oh, yeah. What you mean? Yeah. No red flag. No. So it was deep in the rap, right? So he was like, New York, right? In New York, and then he's like, Atlanta, he was like, I just like to have fun.
Red flag.
Oh my God.
What you mean? Red flag. What you mean? Red flag?
No, he didn't say
Atlanta. Have fun.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So
keep on going. I got it.
So let me tell you. So he was like, when he told me, my thing in my mind, I'm like, okay, New York, okay, it's cool. In Atlanta, I'm like, all right, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know what goes on in Atlanta when it comes to the, you know, the whole
having fun
LGBT community and the homosexuality. Like it's real big up there. It's a big market up there.
This thing is really big.
But what makes you automatically think that from?
So it was also vibes, body language. Like me in my mind, I'm like, okay, this guy looks masculine. He talks to me very masculine. But what the information he releases to me and how he making it awkward for me, there's something's like
trying to confuse you.
Yeah.
So you're confused.
You gotta understand what the area he's at this point right now. Speak on the area about where the gym at, so they can get a broad.
Well, it's on 17th Street. I mean, that area is right along Fort Lauderdale Beach. I mean, it's not too far from. Yeah. It's two actually areas. The LA Fitness is there. It's 111 Park, 117th Street.
So he just so happens to be on this one that you was at.
It's like he had to make it a.
But what happened?
Right. So check this out though.
Yeah.
So he asked me again. When he said have fun, I was like, yeah, I don't travel too much. I'm on my ground right now. I'm just working on films and stuff, and I'm a barber, blah blah blah. So I give him a little spill, and then he was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. He's like, man, yeah, you seem different from these guys inside the gym. I'm Then now I'm like, okay, you know, now I'm like, I seem different. Like, well, I seem like a piece of pie, or just like I'm friendly or hospitable, or because me, what do you mean different? Exactly.
I just love that conversation. Oh my God,
that's it. Yeah,
different. What did you do so different?
So me, I'm like, God damn, I'm different. What did you? That's what somebody tells somebody else that they're interested. I'm like, what? You different? What you see that's different? I'm working out, bitch. What's so different from everybody inside?
You talk
What's so
you talk to his ass. That's the problem.
You found me.
You talk to him, he felt like you're different from
All right,
everybody.
so
Everybody
check
go to
it
the
out.
gym and just try to get swole.
So the fact that I opened up and tried to promote my barbering shit, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you gotta think my mental. I'm like, so I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, so why you ask me? I found you again. I was like, and then again, right now my body language is changing. My whole demeanor is like, yo, okay, what's going on right now?
Oh,
I found you.
Made him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It made him uncomfortable.
No, it made him open up.
It made him open up because he felt.
I found you.
It's either one way it could win or it was either good or bad.
Wait, okay. So what happened? So let's keep on.
Alright, so after he said that, I'm like, alright, why the fuck is this nigga asking me this shit? Apparently, I either made him uncomfortable or made him extra comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? I need to just, whatever with this dude. So pretty much when he was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, but it might make you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
After he said that, I was like, yo, I looked him dead in his eyes. I was like, yo, my whole face changed. I gave him a little Fiji. I was like, yo, if whatever you think you're gonna tell me, I pointed at him. I was like, whatever you think you're gonna tell me and you think I'm gonna defend it, don't say it, bro. You might as well keep it to yourself because it's not gonna be good.
Why? Because at that point you kind of
I realized what the fuck was going on.
And what you figured
out. What you gonna tell me I'm gonna get offended? There has to be something that's gonna offend a masculine man.
That's it.
So that's where I was like, yo, I'm not gay. Like for real. All right, so this is the problem. Yo, this is the issue. For me, this is not a funny situation. This really is like talk about. He laughing at me because I can't believe what happened to me. He looked at me like a piece of meat.
Exactly.
He followed me.
Like, how the hell? Like, he
from
preyed
the
on you.
fucking gym to the fucking gas station. Okay, that's some predator shit. No, listen, that's some predator shit. This is not.
We were South Florida.
Right? This is some predator shit. Okay, it's not okay. When you deeply think about it, it's not a walk in the park.
His life was threatened, and also his sexuality was threatened.
It wasn't even threat. It was more like, nothing was directly in threat to me. It was more like, I see you as a piece of meat. You're vulnerable or something.
So you start looking in his eyes. You can see look in his eyes, pretty much.
You see me as prey.
Yeah. You see the look in his eyes.
You gotta think about from the situation. I went working. I'm out of my own business working out at the gym. You look masculine. You talking to me trying to have a good time. I'm trying to gain a customer. You thinking, oh, this is a perfect dude to go in on and try to follow. You left the gym. You follow me to the gas station on some predator shit. Looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. So I felt tried. So after I left, I went home and I shared that story with a few people and family members because I felt violated. I honestly felt violated, dog. So my message is, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because there is no reason why anybody or any dude in particular, because I understand there's levels to any kind of, homosexuality exists. It's a market out there. It's a full community out there. That's LGBT community out there for you. And it's like the times have changed for you to step out of the closet and be comfortable with yourself and hang around the people. There's carnivals, there's festivals, they're celebrating this kind of lifestyle. Why should you be still, afraid and still trying to pursue other men that are masculine,
but that you know.
Exactly.
But I think at that point in time, the attraction is that they're turned on by a guy that's not
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. So there's levels to it. So I had to understand there's levels to it. So you got the guys that are openly out there. They're openly out there, and there is nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with any dude, any girl that's gay. Because listen, I got gay clients. I cut their hair. They're some of the best tippers in the world. We have some of the best conversations. It's a different world. But when you coming out and you still in the closet, I understand because I had a different perspective. Somebody told me that it's like a rush for them to not be out of the closet, but to still prey on somebody that's not gay and see if they can turn them gay.
Right.
What?
Yes. It's an adrenaline.
Trust me. So that's kind of
levels to it.
So how you saying pretty much they look at you in a way that They see that I wish you would come out and admit it.
Right.
Or at least say that you have some type of curiosity or something.
No. This is more of I want to get you on this side knowing you're not on that side.
But he did something to make him feel that way.
So you found me. So
I mean, what his reaction and the word choices that he said made the dude feel like.
So I know what to not tell a guy.
Right. So when he pulled up at the gas station, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga pulling up at the gas station for?
He could be pumping gas.
And yeah, but guess what? I left there so fast, I didn't even put the pump back in the goddamn pump. I could have blew myself up. I got in my car and just drove off with the gas pump. With the gas pump in my car still. Like I was so I was so out of place. That could have. Imagine if I would have blew myself up because of some dumb shit. Like because of gay guy tried to follow me from the gym and he didn't look like he was gay and tried to.
But there's two sides.
We don't know.
We gotta definitely dissect that.
Bisexual.
Thank you.
He could be bisexual. He could be bisexual.
But
What he is.
aside from that, you have to understand. Well, you know what? That's a
I
limited
feel like
experience.
in this experience, word choices that he said and how he made the guy feel far as the workout and inviting him to that.
So
They looked at me.
He felt kind of
made him the guy
way.
feel like, I think I can, sort of kind of be myself around.
Like
I have one argument.
He was looking at me from across the way.
What about, this is how I feel. For a second, you probably knew what women felt like for a second.
That's why I felt so out of place. I'm like, I feel like a piece of meat. This guy following me. He probably see me walk to my car.
Women get kidnapped.
Women when
Drive off.
Women get it worse.
That's some bullshit. You made a big point about that, and I want to talk about that.
Word.
That put him in a state of a female that always getting,
A very attractive woman. Let's be real. She just wants to go work out.
Right.
She don't want to get talked to.
So yeah, that's exactly how I felt. And that's why I was so ruptured. Because I'm a masculine man. I love women. Man, listen. There's nothing better. I love
Mr. Punani.
Yeah. So, but again. Okay.
Show that shit dry.
Wow. Time for the camera.
Wow.
What was that?
I will suckle some
Oh, no.
Ain't nothing better than some big old bitches in a big round.
Ain't nothing better than some titties and some punani.
Shape, size, color, man. You all are beautiful in our eyes at the lookout, man. Just know that.
So just remember, just understand the problem is you don't have to be that person.
Yeah.
There's a community out here. There's a lifestyle out here. You can celebrate you being you, who you want to be. Just don't, it's in a masculinity environment or world or community,
whatever,
we don't like that.
Nah,
and
man.
we have a voice. We're not going to shut up. Because there's a lot, we don't disrespect, like I said, we don't disrespect nobody. We have
it's legal.
Friends, some people got family members in that shit.
Yeah.
So it's no disrespect. There's no way we can do that. But just respect the fact that masculine men don't appreciate it. I definitely didn't appreciate it. It made me feel weird and awkward. I didn't like it. And at the end of the day, I felt like I carried myself well for his sake. Any other person would have got their gun, shot him, punched him,
whatever,
knocked his ass out, made him feel bad for being who he is.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to think about the safety measures.
I got a question.
The barriers that comes with it, and the precautions that come with risking your life. Really, you really risk your life just now. Following something.
What you think about this thing? What you feel like? What you feel about this, Wes?
We got Wes in the building, man. Yeah. Wes, the Will Smith, Wes. What's Zo go there below Zo?
Yeah. Let them know.
So hold on, but man, ask me that question again.
The question of people being in the closet and trying to put that sexuality on others, and they know that's not with what they're pushing them on to.
Right.
Man, what would you do if a dude trying to holler at you?
That's basically.
That's the question right there.
But understood, it's not directly hollering at you.
Exactly. That's the thing.
He
hollering.
He crept in. It was like he crept in.
Oh, that's good though. Yeah, you're right.
Really said what he wanted to. He actually wanted to say.
You know what I'm saying? Years ago, I might have answered it different than I want to answer now. Years ago, I might have answered it savage style, knocking, whatever. Like that's just. I'm like,
we know what you know.
I know. I would have.
It's different times in the night.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga get from around me, but now I understand. Look. Let me tell you something. My whole thing is to whatever you got going on, even if that's what you're doing, don't force it on nobody else.
Exactly.
Do what you do. Find your people, find your group, find somebody who you feel like can, feel like that about you, and you know what I'm saying? But when you start pushing on people, that's when you start getting like, hold up.
The negative, the real,
you know what I'm saying? Like, get around me, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe, me personally, let me tell you something. I just heard y'all say y'all love women.
Hey.
You stop.
I know.
Hey, I was quiet for a reason. But I was quiet for a reason because I said, damn, boy, it would be nice. But we ain't going to talk about that.
Right.
Like, if that's what you into, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to pushing stuff on people, like, it's never going to be, you're not going to be received correctly.
There you go. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
In a way, yes.
That's
Yes, you have to think
See, I was going to take it there, but I didn't want to. That's
But it's just like, if you just in that lifestyle and you're living like that, there is a community for you guys in it, and they will embrace you with open arms. Just,
you don't have to be afraid.
Don't be afraid of it, because right now we're living in a life to where,
be yourself.
That's what you get respected at more of, is being yourself. The world would respect you more if you being you. You know what I mean? So you hiding and faking being someone else, that's what it gets a little difficult for you in your life.
People can't discern who you are.
Exactly.
They're kind of looking at you. Exactly. They're kind of looking at you, trying to deceive, or not deceive, but pretty much perceive who you are.
Right.
And they're deceived. That's why I actually want to say deceived because of how exactly. That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm being profitable today. Because listen. They deceived because you hiding behind a mask. You hiding behind somebody else. Don't be ashamed of who you are.
True.
If this is who you are, this is who you are. And at the end of the day, if the other person doesn't accept who you are, then they just understand it's not for you. This is another person. This is just another person you just probably interacted with, and that's it. Just keep it moving.
Right.
That's just what it is.
So if
you're gay, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay. I went back to the gym actually with a workout buddy of mine, and I actually saw a buddy there, and I pointed him out to my buddy, and I was like, "Yo, do he look like he would be, weird about sex?" He's like, "Nah, not at all, man. You couldn't be able to tell." So that's what threw me off. Like, I wasn't able to tell just by just a conversation we had. But that's what we're gonna cut it off at. But that was what we want to share with y'all today. Each week we're gonna try to share a topic with y'all. We'll discuss it. But we're gonna move on to the next news feed trending videos. We're gonna start off with this dude that's a part of the Trump gang. Trump gang is the Paul Manafort.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck the president.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck that nigga.
Trump my nigga. So former Trump campaign manager.
45 can get this 45.
Shit.
Former Trump campaign
I ain't say it. It wasn't me.
Paul Manafort. He convicted on 8 counts of tax and bank fraud. Yet declared on 10 other charges. So Paul Manafort was convicted on 5 counts of tax fraud, 1 count of failing to file reports of foreign bank and financial accounts, and 2 counts of bank fraud. A minister was declared in 3 counts of failing to file reports of foreign bank and financial accounts.
My nigga was eating.
And on top of that,
Rack City.
on 7 counts of bank fraud and bank fraud conspiracy.
Man, to be honest with you guys, I think that thing is deeper than what we were.
Wait, come on, let's speak more on what you feel.
Because to think about all the stuff that this man has probably have going on behind the scenes. Y'all didn't have to actually speak about the sexual assaults supposedly
going on,
harassment things going on. I mean, I don't know for sure if this is what's going on with these other women.
Right.
How many women there has been, because not everybody's going to come to life. At the end of the day, but this to be the president of the United States,
all this corrupt shit going on behind him and his team, man, if that was Obama with all this corruption shit, shit, boy.
Man,
You
listen.
gotta lynch him or some shit. That's some
Man,
crazy shit.
I don't know what's making America great again and shit. But the people that's been on this team and the shit that he's been doing and the shit that's been going on, man,
America corrupt.
ain't going great. Because this is a bad. You talking about 8 counts of tax fraud and he's a part of the Trump gang? If he's doing that shit, ain't no telling what all them motherfuckers doing. That's a real game right there.
Yeah.
That's a mafia ring.
Honestly, there's a lot going on.
A lot of shit going on.
I think just because you're the president, I mean, don't think that other people behind you are lower than you or not doing other things, because everybody's eyes is on you.
Right.
Think about the people that's under you.
Right.
Think about the people that's, that you've put in appointed positions.
Right.
They may be having their own situations cleaned up or whatever the case may be. And he may have put them in those positions as well. I don't know the situation. I don't know the depth of it, but the rabbit hole can get much deeper than what we're looking at, what we hear and what we see.
And these cameras think they doing something. Please, they've been having that game for a minute, dog.
Let me get a Wells.
White collar crime.
White collar crime.
Exactly. Anything that's got to do with that game, man, they had it before us, and it's just being passed down, man.
That's true. They've been killing that before we touched it.
Hell no.
That's crazy, man, but shit. What's wrong? We're moving on, man. Broward County school teacher, Crystal Lake Middle School, actually a substitute teacher that was accused of performing oral sex on a teenage boy.
Man, when is this shit gonna stop?
God damn it! Shit!
Just started. Hold on.
School just started. And guess what? It's a man. It's a male student on a male little boy.
Oh, man, listen, man.
Okay?
Nah, it was a male substitute teacher on a male little boy.
Yeah, you know what I feel like, honestly, man? They really gotta be.
You gotta bond 150 grand.
No, man.
Yeah.
They gotta really do strong
You got a chance to run away.
investigation and background on these people, man.
But honestly, there's no way to check for that part. Like that box, that one box that says, are you gonna fuck these kids?
I mean,
There's really no, and excuse my language to put it out the way I did, but it's really like, there's no box that's gonna do that, because you can hide it. You would have never thought. I saw the dude picture and I'm like,
yeah, man.
You look like a dude who I would chill and be like, yo, what's good? And it's like,
it's crazy.
What?
We have another guest here as well. He was on a previous show of us. We have, and he's been in this world of teaching kids and stuff like that. So, we want to ask your opinion on what you think about this case. I mean, give us a little, you dealt with kids and that aspect, so shed a little light on that. What you think about that?
I'm a public day schools, but at the end of the day, I feel that if the guy really did have some type of sexual advance towards a kid, it's some fucked up bad shit. But at the end of the day, it's not easy being a substitute teacher. It's not easy trying to you get a range of students from 12 to about 18 years old, and they're different. They're on a whole different spectrum. And when I say spectrum for the kids, that means they're on a whole other different vibe. You know what I'm saying? You got your sophomores on a different vibe from what your seniors are on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. As far as what they're trying to complete, we've all been in high school before. They call it the senioritis. You know what I'm saying? Either you don't come or you don't complete, and you just show up when you gotta show up.
Okay.
And you get that same dynamic. And no matter what high school I've been at, I've been at Northern and I've been at North Miami. And at the end of the day, I think that both institutions are great academically, but at the end of the day, we suffer from inner city youth, and the whole point with inner city youth is that they're under supported. Look, don't think you can throw a couple of $1,000 around and do a program, and it's gonna benefit them and wake them up a little bit. You gotta follow through.
You're right. On that aspect, what you feel far as on the sexuality of them, basically touching the kids and that aspect.
Don't touch a kid, man. Look, it's difficult, and I'm saying it's difficult because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna hide behind I don't know what they might want me to hide behind if they had a team behind me in the educational field. But speaking as an educator, at the end of the day, you are a human being and you have your flaws. At the end of the day, you're supposed to come to work with a professional
Mind state.
Mind state, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, you're failing the kids at the end of the day.
Similar to the person's purpose of what
you can't
doing
be human.
for.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not saying you can't be human. You're gonna be human, but you being human means you might be flawed, and you got to deal with that shit as a person. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't say that to real people, and you don't say that, then you leave the kids vulnerable to mishaps. The crazy shit is that I remember, look, I went to prom, and my nigga right here, he with me tonight. I went to prom, I had 3 dates to prom. Real talk. I don't know how the fuck that shit happened, but I had my little 3 dates. I guess the girls, they ain't had no dates, and it was like, we gonna go. Christian, he got a little drop top that his mama got, and we gonna slide.
Yeah.
And we slid. You feel me? But at the same time, like, shit crazy because we identify into like being into the sexual culture. We was fucking in high school, bro. Half of us lost our virginity less than 18 years old. Or 17.
Right.
Less than 16.
Right.
For some.
So
it's something that
Even to someone else older than you.
Yeah, even to somebody that older than you. And they're crazy. Because I'm gonna be real though. Females say they date older niggas a lot more than what niggas date older females.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit kind of crazy. Like I remember being in one of the schools I was working at, and they had a female student that like, oh, the boyfriend kidnapped her. Nah, she was just dating an older nigga though, and that's what she was on.
Cool.
Alright.
I just think it's crazy. It's hard to tell.
Well, touching kids is wrong anyway.
Yeah.
So no matter how you look at it.
So let's talk about this.
I just think they made it way much more sensitive.
I know I didn't say much.
I just feel like people that kids look up to do that more than anybody. That's it.
So let's talk about that. So we got this case. Pretty much, they found out through their mom on exchanging. She found out they were exchanging messages on the cell phone device. So the mom called up the school and they investigated, and that's how they pretty much found out that this substitute teacher, not a normal teacher, a substitute teacher, Brenda Hicks, a 30-year-old Pompano Beach, was arrested for that. So it's a little that, and I think you said something that was real important, boys. The culture right now of sex is so high. It's easily accessible. And then it can become a psychological problem for any adult or any child. Any child might be innocent. You gotta look at what's on TV nowadays. They got cartoons with
these TV shows.
You got cartoons with guys kissing guys now.
Crazy. They're pushing it on
you got these things that are pushing
Johnny Test.
And this kid, he's not a 6-year-old kid. He was like 12 or 15 of age. So this is like middle school to high school. You know what I mean? You got, so decision making, but you still can be confused of what's going on because you got to think about it. The culture of sex being pushed, the culture of homosexuality being pushed, the psychological issues behind it. When these teachers come in and they're not living a normal life, maybe the school systems need to start testing out or giving psychological tests to these teachers, right? Because this stuff is happening too much. And like Profitable P said, nigga, school just started.
School just started,
just last week.
Yeah, we already got this.
Last week in the main headlines, dog. But that's crazy, man. But when it comes to that, I don't think anything is right with that. Any teacher should be out of line. Even when we had, and I won't go into much details because I'm still in contact with a few people on Facebook that I went to high school with. We even had an issue at our school with a teacher and a student there.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it, but it happens.
Shout out to you, Warrior Wildcats out there.
Man.
Tampa.
It happens, man. So, but when it happens, it needs to be brought to the light. Teachers in public schools, the programs, whatever they need to do, districts, they need to look into psychological tests, background checks, whatever they need to do to prevent these things from happening because kids are vulnerable going to these public schools no matter which shape or form. If the teachers can't protect them, the teachers taking misleading them,
Guidance counselors.
Yeah. Guidance counselors
it's not enough.
It's not enough.
We used to have them when we was younger.
And the honest thing about it is like a lot about if you really look about the mentality of the man who would do this type of things, you feel me, to children. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody. Like, if you think about it, as a normal human being,
it's not a child.
Hold on,
right?
hold on. Let me say this real quick though.
Go ahead.
If you think about this, as a normal human being, somebody who is not of legal age, and let's not even think about a child, but somebody that's not even legal age, even if you're a homosexual male, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're a homosexual male, somebody who's not of legal age, what will possess you to think that, okay, this is okay?
Because I feel like, and it's crazy that I'm trying to, trying to be understanding. Because in life you have to be understanding. And the thing that I see is just that they're doing it to the people that feel like that's not knowledgeable of what's going on that time, at that time, or what they're trying to pursue. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like the people that target young kids and stuff like that, they know at the end of the day this person is not knowledgeable.
Yeah, they're impressionable minds.
Exactly. So they might act upon on what's going on because at the end of the day they're not knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like you're molding a mind that's not fully developed.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know, this happened. The victim said it happened about 5 to 6 times after his interview by the
Now you get what I'm saying.
The sheriff's department went in there. Hicks right now is on a bail bond of $150,000 after admitting to it. After first he denied it, and then he admitted to giving the kid oral sex.
Wow. Come on, man.
Sicko.
Man, listen, I ain't got no kids.
Sicko.
Listen, I ain't got no kids.
That's sicko.
But for a father,
a grown man,
you know what I'm saying? That child that goes through that,
okay,
it's like at the end of the day, you have to be understanding of whatever he does to the person that does that to his child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes you might have cases of a guy that might kill somebody, but you don't know what really causes it. So, but if a situation like that, like as a father, you gotta understand, man. That can drive a father crazy to a point he want that person not to exist no more because of what mental pain he causes upon his child. You know what I'm saying? And
psychological.
With somebody for the rest of their life.
I mean, and then being a substitute teacher and knowing that you're being investigated and it's still continuing with this type of behavior, that's like, you don't fear the consequences. Yeah. You don't fear what happens to you at the end of the day. So
you're a substitute.
You're a substitute,
man.
What the fuck?
No, he's that
school system. Please, man.
At the test, it's like $82.
Well, I mean,
you gotta understand, man.
Look out for them school systems, people.
I'm saying school systems. Please, whoever you hire in the system, just please, just do more of a lookout for them.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
no pun intended.
Yeah.
Shit.
Moving along, man. I heard about this Ohio judge, right? Ohio judge defined defendants. Sorry, y'all. I had a little bit of, that good. That good. Cottonmouth. Ohio judge orders defiant mouth duct tape shut during the court hearing. An Ohio judge ordered the defendant's mouth tape shut during the courtroom hearing in a media television video.
They taped his mouth?
Yeah.
Well, all white cops.
They taped his mouth.
All white cops.
What color was he? What race was he?
So
black guy.
Black young male.
Oh, man.
Black young male.
Man.
Black young male, about 6 white officers came into the order after the judge said he's talking too much, because what happened was the judge didn't order him. He was speaking out of line. He felt like he was trying to make his case, but the judge wasn't allowing him to speak his case, to plead the case. I don't know if he had like a public defendant.
Okay.
But he was able to speak his turn.
Yeah, it was on the sentencing, right?
Yep. The judge was like, put the red duct tape around his mouth. So 6 sheriff officers came and duct taped his mouth shut during
They
court
shouldn't have done that shit though.
Huh?
They shouldn't have done that.
They did it.
I mean, why? And that's crazy.
I'm saying, like, I know it was the sentencing, so like he had to sit there and he listened to it. And he was trying to like plead his case. Honestly, it's not the time for that. If you going to go get your sentencing, bro, you just sit there. You can make
time that you about to receive.
You can make a statement, but it's when a judge allow you to make a statement. You can't come in there yapping trying to plead your case. You already was found guilty, bro. You just letting you know the details of your sentencing.
But I feel like the factor of this whole conversation, the argument is them taping his mouth.
Yeah, man. They take
all white cops.
But this is in court, right? The judge has all the power, right? Judge specifically told Mr. Williams, Bruce says on the video, "I'm the judge in this matter. Shut your mouth and I will tell you when you can talk." You got it? So this is pretty much from Cleveland, Ohio again. Franklin Williams, and he was 32 years old while he was in sentencing. His charges also
includes sentencing, prison, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, and misuse of credit cards, according to the Guayahola County Clerk of Courts.
Credit card.
Yeah, he was trying to plead his case and shit. And he was like, the judge wouldn't allow me to say these things I was trying to say on record. He would always stop me before I was about to explain anything on my behalf. That's what Williams pretty much said. So, but to duct tape a man's mouth shut during court sentencing, how is that actually even possible?
Man, I just feel like
just to make whatever happen.
Right, you're right. But at the end of that, I feel like just because you a judge don't mean that you really can judge people. And I feel like, man, you guys sometimes
talk about it.
I'm gonna feel like, some judges, I just feel like you guys get too caught up in what's really, really going on. You feel me? I feel like you judge people off your emotions.
Yeah.
You feel me? Sometimes you just have to judge a person off what they're doing as far as your emotions. I'm not, including all judges the same and stuff like that.
That system required them to judge by attitude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a part of their way. It's like an elephant in the room. We know if we make this judge mad. If we go in with that, I don't give a damn attitude, he gonna give me the worst sentence possible. Still, no matter what. Now, if he would have kept his mouth shut, he wouldn't have got the duct tape, right? But still, that don't make it right.
I mean, you still want to give him the same sentence anyways, right? Like, you're going to give him imagine a man saying, well, let him say what he has to say.
My thing is, why can't you speak your mind in the courtroom?
No, you get
the judge was saying what he wanted to say. The judge said what you talk and not talk.
You gotta ask what. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like some of these judges. I try to trust the fucking justice system, bro. After years of not for years of disliking it and disliking it, I recently had an opportunity and I had a case. I'm not gonna go into details. It's not even my fucking day right now. But I had a case where I took it to, try to trust the justice system. And the justice system failed me. That's how I felt. I really feel like the justice system failed me. And I feel like there's a lot of fucking loopholes. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on. There's a lot of judges that they don't really take into consideration the full story of the case to make a sentencing. They do it for some certain cases. I'm pretty sure certain cases they do it. Some cases that hit them and they just they get attached to it. But they get
my thing is,
got more than 100 cases.
And Tupac said it best, man. Only God can judge me, man.
Ooh. Only God can judge.
Only God can judge me.
What are we doing judging other people on God's plan?
That's the thing. What
the prosecutors, you know what I'm saying? The judges, they judging another.
I mean, we definitely gotta have that system.
Do you know the prison rate is 2.5 million prisoners in America?
Talk about it.
That's triple the rate of any country in the world. Triple the rate of any country in the world. 2.5 million people
think you can judge me
in prison.
How my life has been.
Yeah, you haven't lived your life. You haven't lived your life.
I don't know you. You don't know me. So when you see me in that courtroom and you hear what I got arrested for, it doesn't make who I am.
Yeah. And because they want to justify your life situations as to why you did a crime.
Wow, exactly.
You're back against the wall. You can't find a job in this neighborhood. You're trying to have, you can't get proper education. Whatever it is that system that we talk about in the economy system, to where we start to sell drugs. We start to do that.
They don't know
whatever we do to make that money.
Black period.
Exactly. They don't justify the situation. They don't justify that. So it doesn't make a fair trial at the end of the day.
But why should they justify that? Why should
because if you're going to judge something,
why should they care?
Why should they
have to. It doesn't matter if they care about it. You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. But my thing is, it's about the careness of it. It's about the how people are getting neglected of where they're from or how they've been raised. You get what I'm saying? It's the neglection.
You're a judge.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're a judge. Someone comes. You've seen what they've done. You don't know them. They don't know you. All you know is, damn, you did some shit.
I'll tell you this.
My thing is, it's all about, I feel like at that time and point, if I'm a judge, it's all about repetition and how many chances that I gave that person. If you made this mistake one time, I have to be understanding of where you came from first and who raised you, how your life has been. for me to sentence you. But all judges don't think the same. I'm just speaking upon me. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna look at you.
But sometimes they go through your records, I think, right?
You're right, but I'm saying, but as far as if it's just your first time. It's been people that have been offended of things it's their first time and got the maximum sentences. You get what I'm saying? So, but what I'm trying to say is like,
there's another approach.
Right.
Man, ain't no love in America when it comes to that system for the black man. I'm sorry.
In the urban world. Because sometimes I feel like we shouldn't
there must be a commission that they get off of.
You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. Out of that 2.5 million, it's probably that's 70% black people.
And that's why we gotta do better.
The rest is
that's why we gotta do better.
Whites.
Because we can't allow that. We can't allow us to continually go down that pipeline.
And you saying a big factor right now, bro.
We can't allow us to continually go down that same. Because we know if we know that's the issue, we can't allow ourselves to continue to go down that path.
Like that?
Damn, P.
I got a cousin that went down that path. I got an aunt that went down that path. I got an uncle that went down that path. Now I gotta go down that path. That sucks.
Exactly.
You gotta change your mind frame. Like, okay, I don't want to go down that path because
you see the results of my auntie, my uncle, my cousin.
Exactly.
But I think in our culture, it's conglomerated. What's that word?
Conglomerate.
It's like they look at it as like I'm about to be juiced up. Like, yo, I'm about to go to prison when I get out. Damn, I'm about to get up. But you know, it is what it is. I just feel like as far as the justice system, there's definitely some bullshit, some fucked up shit like what we just read about. But we just gotta continue to do better. So definitely came out with a good ass point, P, for sure.
Yeah, man, that shit circle right back to that propaganda, or real, is it truth or is it propaganda that black people are really killing themselves at that rate in Chicago? It's the awareness is so high right now that we recognize that, you know, we're going in as prison, you know, the prison rate and everything, and we're still trying to solve this problem. But, you know, every time we see a black person get killed by the cops, they turn around and say black on black crime still exists. So we just got to captivate all that shit in one, making sure we take care of black on black crime, or is it still a propaganda to keep pushing that issue and keep pushing that excuse and y'all still killing yourselves anyway?
It's that tough.
That's what we talking about. But it is what it is. Moving along to sports. Y'all heard about that nigga who got knocked out in 1 second?
What? Wait, come on. Pause. Was it a knockout or he won?
He got knocked out in 1 second.
You talking about the guy that knocked off?
Yeah, so they technically done this knockout in 1 second. The boxer wins second after the opponent literally walked out of the ring. So Friday Night Premier Boxing Championship on Fox Sports 1 card, Minneapolis had a rare instance of a fighting win without even throwing a punch. So Nigerian heavyweight prospect Ife Ahagba, 6-0 with 5 knockouts, recorded what has been the quickest win in the history of boxing as he defeated the club fighter Curtis Harper 13-6 with 9 knockouts at 1 second in round 1 in a scheduled 6-rounder. Well, as you can see, he pretty much walked out the ring.
I mean, when I saw that video, yo, this dude literally saw this dude he was about to fight. I know that sound effect. Oh, hell no.
That dude came. Buddy huge as fuck. I don't know, but see, I don't know if it's.
But what's his boxing record? I mean, that dude's.
He's undefeated. He's 6-0. He's just coming up in 5 knockouts. And all of his 5 knockouts were the quickest in 1 round.
What nationality does he represent?
Nigerian.
Woo!
He looked like I don't know what's his size.
That's Black Panther type stuff, man.
Reach. I don't know if you can see that. Look at Buddy Reach, man. Look at him. He's real tall.
That dude walked
down into his knees, bro. The other dude walked out.
No, he walked out.
Oh, hell no. Look how big Buddy is. So as soon as the bell rings, ding, Buddy out. I said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I ain't fighting this nigga. Who gonna fight this nigga? I don't want me a cool money. I did it for the bag.
Yo, can you imagine the audience that was there was expecting this fight?
They booed.
Listen, man, if I had to pay for that type of fight, listen, bro, I'd be very upset.
Upset, man. I'm gonna pay my money to see you guys brawl, and you just gonna walk out?
Especially if I bet on you?
Come on, man.
Oh, hell no.
What about the niggas who betted on? Damn.
And I've seen a little post that Lil Duval made, said that he had spent some money on training this guy when it was youngest. So.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so
No, Duval posted on his Instagram saying how embarrassing it was to see that.
It's crazy, man.
That's crazy, man.
You
go fight then, little Duval.
At the end of the day, do we really know what's going on to really make it
Exactly. So what?
Because he was a big guy that could hold his own.
At the end of the day, this is what you signed up for. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you think about it, regardless of what type of competitive sport you're in, basketball, football, whether what I feel about it, if this is what you signed up to do, don't get me wrong. I respect this. This is how you feed your family.
Yeah,
but this is how you feed your family, my nigga. This is how you feeding your people.
He got the bag though.
I get you now. You got paid for the fight. My nigga, we didn't see a fight. What fight? What fight? Like, how am I going to explain that to my nigga? I paid that for pay-per-view. You might have pay-per-view event.
Spiritual warfare.
For somebody to walk out. That's what you're saying.
If I saw Floyd Mayweather fight Pacquiao and I saw Pacquiao jump out the ring,
oh hell no!
Yeah, man.
I ain't fighting this nigga.
Yo, you can imagine you have a whole people going to be come in your crib.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
That's my boy right there. That's
my boy right there. Walked out. What happened to your boy, bro?
What do you tell him if you're on his team, bro, and he comes to?
But see, this is the thing too. You can't say you don't know what's going on. What if it's an organization thing? Like, what if he tired of this shit? I'm tired of y'all niggas. I've been told you I'm walking away from this camp. Fuck this fight. What if we don't know what he's going through? We don't know what kind of relationship he got going on with his boxing club.
He should have walked out in the ring.
The video, you guys can catch the video on YouTube or maybe Google it. But sat down and watched the video. As the bell rang, he literally turned his back
and just jumped out.
Just walked out.
Yeah, he probably got paid.
It's not as if when he walked to the ring, he turned around and said, "You know what? I ain't fighting this dude. I'm out." Yeah, the bell rung,
and he just jumped out,
and he just turned around and walked out.
But then, so for the stipulation, he had to be in the ring, let the bell ring for him to secure his bag. That's what I'm thinking.
So if you really look at it,
just walked out.
If you look at it, that kind of shows how boxing is a dying sport. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't even watch boxing anymore. They watch UFC. Everybody watch the mixed martial arts. Everybody likes that. Because I can use my hand, I can use my feet.
Yeah.
I can take you down to the ground and we have to take that
out. You can't just get out of the ring like that. You gotta climb that shit.
I feel like MMA has boxing evolved.
Exactly.
It's like because it requires so much other things.
More attributes.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one is
there's no real names.
I mean, even with the shout out to you, Game.
I mean, you still got a couple niggas like to me I watch what's the guy's name? Anthony Joshua.
Right.
I also watch I don't know why I forget his name, but I know his nickname Dante Wilder. The Bronze Bomber.
Yeah, he got him up.
Yeah.
Him and Dante Wilder are supposed to fight, man.
Hopefully one day those two heavyweights.
So those are the biggest two heavyweights in boxing right now.
They holding the name up pretty much. But
yeah, man, those are two big names in boxing. But I think you said some shit. But just don't ever disrespect your coach or embarrass yourself like that.
That's embarrassing.
That ain't ready no bitch.
Put me in the game, coach.
I ain't no hoe. That is just ready to bitch.
Even throw a punch.
You fight him then, nigga.
Moving on to my NFL. I mean, I feel a little bit weird about the NFL, but we're gonna go through some weekend sports in the NFL. We're just gonna go through some scores really quick. I had my homie hit me up. He was like, "Man, just go over football because I'm a football fan. I do fantasy draft." I was like, "All right." I feel some type of way about the NFL because #Kaepernick all day.
Yeah. Let's go.
One fist up, baby.
So it's still preseason, and let's go on through the past week. Thursday, you had the Browns beat the Eagles. Browns looking pretty good, 5-0.
We still champs though. We still champs though. We still champs though. I don't care. Right?
Browns
got a safety on our ass.
Browns got some talent on their team, and they're really anticipated to perform this year.
The defense looking like really nice. Defense looking really nice. Supposedly what they say.
Let's see what y'all gonna do.
So LeBron left, but they got some talent on the football. Yesterday, if you're a Giants fan, or it was a battle of New York, the New York Giants beat the Jets 22-16 in the preseason game. Okay. Also, the Broncos defeated the Redskins 29-17. 29-17. Broncos. Shout out to Colorado. We're gonna see y'all this month. Last quarter of the year. It smoke good too.
Roll it.
Your Patriots lost against the Panthers. Team Cam all day yesterday in the preseason game, 25-14. Also, the Vikings defeated the Seahawks. Seahawks, man. Seahawks sad, man.
They got to hold you.
They going down. I've never seen something about the Seahawks, man.
You're not doing her job.
They do for us nice though.
Seahawks, y'all uniforms are nice, but y'all lost to the Vikings 21-0 yesterday. The Bucks lost against the Lions preseason game 33-30.
Yeah,
you know.
But he's talking about the Dolphins versus Williams. He returned that punt like 109 yards.
109 yards, man. Shout out.
Hey man, I'm a Bucks fan. Shout out to the Bucks. You see the hat. You know what I'm saying?
813. What's happening?
We're looking for the Bucks to perform this year. Yesterday, the Raiders 13 over the Packers 6. The Bears, which played today, defeated the Chiefs 27-20. Also, the Rams beat the Texans 21-20. You also had the Steelers. Shout out to AB, who's still going through his injury. They beat the Titans still 16-6 today. You also had the 49ers, who got beat by the Indianapolis Colts today, 23-17. Right now, we still got games going on in the NFL. We got the Ravens playing the Dolphins. It's fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. The Dolphins are down 24-10. Right? Damn fans.
Goddamn.
All you retired fans.
Retired Cleveland.
Retired Dolphins. The Jaguars still playing. 2 minutes left against the Falcons. Jaguars, obviously, they went to the quarterfinals last year. Got beat by the Patriots. They're right down. They won 17-6. Third quarter with 10 minutes left against the game with Chargers and the Saints. The Chargers are down by 14-7 right now with Saints. Shout out to my dog, Drew Brees. Shout out to my dog, Drew Brees. All right, and tomorrow you got the Bengals and the Bills, the Cardinals and the Cowboys playing. And that's pretty much it for the sports. We're going to move on over to the music.
Oh man, listen.
2GK.
What's happening, man? It's your boy 2GK, and I'm here with the Hip Hop Weekly News. We're gonna keep y'all posted on what's going on. Right now, man, I want to talk about a legend. You feel me? A legend. DJ Red. You feel me? The DJ out of the Ghetto Boys, man. He passed away, man.
RIP.
He passed away at the age of 56, man. You know, reportedly, apparently, it was from a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? That he died after he died.
Hey, man, rest in peace, DJ Red, man. You know, the Ghetto Boys was a very, very important group to rap.
Influential group in hip hop today. You feel what I'm saying? They did a lot, man. You have members from Scarface. I know you guys know him. He's out of Houston, Texas. You feel me? So we want to shed light on that. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, boy, DJ Red. You feel me? You already know. And I want to shed a little light on your boy Wiz Khalifa, Taylor Gang. One of the guys and creators of KK Kush. If you never tried that, you can go out to California and one of those dispensaries. And, you know, kind of try that out. We kind of big, you know, supporters of that marijuana.
That
And reportedly, his house got broken into.
Oh,
yes, man.
Wow.
While he was on tour.
Yeah, he's on tour right now.
Two guys with hoodies went into his house and, you know, apparently broke into his house. So,
that's some shit,
what he
man.
has in that, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Sometimes. No, man, don't say that. You think
come on, they got a great relationship.
You know, I shout out to Amber Rose. You know what I'm saying? I think they have a good relationship far as on, you know what I mean, taking care of their
I mean, they got a
Sebastian.
kid. Yeah, Sebastian.
Yeah, shout out to Wiz and Amber Rose on that. You give me the news on that.
Man,
let's talk about this guy, Tekashi 6ix9ine, man.
Yes.
What's going on with this guy, man? Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. He always
Beefing with my dog like that.
He always find a way to stay in the headlines, man.
Man, he's a smart guy, by the way. I personally think.
That 50 Cent tactic.
But Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, he's kind of taking aim at Ludacris and kind of beefing with him a little bit. You know what I mean? And I just kind of think that's kind of weird. You feel me?
He made a parody video. That shit was funny.
Him beefing with Ludacris is just absurd. It's just ludicrous.
It is ludicrous. It really is.
No pun intended.
It really
But
is.
there's a tactic to it. He's a young dude going after all of the older heads trying to get their attention.
Right,
So what
and
is he
I'm
getting
starting to
attention?
feel like this is all propaganda to me.
What if he went after T.I.? How would you have felt?
I mean, he ain't going after T.I., so he's talking about Ludacris.
Right. So, you know, I just want to shed a little light on that Tekashi. You know, he's doing a lot of trolling. And I think he's doing a lot of trolling based upon him going, you know, to jail possibly for rape for 1 to 3 years.
Hey, man, I don't give a damn with that man. That man need to just go ahead and just just fall off the map already. I don't even pay attention to them.
Man, look,
I know he got good quality shit. Yeah, he got fans. Everybody got fans.
Everybody, man.
You know,
but he's
right now Travis Scott running the charts.
Let's do it. Asteroid is still at number 1. And shout out to Travis Scott. He's gonna be in Miami around I think November 11th. Yeah, you know what I mean. He got the Asteroid tour. Shout out to that other tour that you guys can check out is Drake and the Amigos, the 3 Amigos that is. They'll be in town in like September or somewhere around that time. And I will also for sure. And I'll also let you guys know there are also some new tracks of the week. We had a bass featuring J. Cole. The track is called Tribe.
Boss, yeah. Boss and J. Cole.
Have you heard it on Zone Cartier?
I love, man, you know, I mean, the video's beautiful. J. Cole, you know, I'm definitely a big fan of Cole. Shout out to Boss and J. Cole. I feel like that video was heartwarming.
Yeah.
All right.
Right? Like, they could have catered to, no offense, not at all, they could have catered to the Poyos, they could have catered to the Hispanics. But the fact that they landed in Little Haiti during the time right now was kind of controversial right now.
Right, yeah, Little Haiti still being gentrified and they're trying to turn it to Little River, but the Haitians is fighting. Don't let that legacy go, y'all. Let's keep fighting.
So y'all take a look into it too, man. Don't just go with what we say, like we always say, please do your research for sure.
Look into that shit.
But the fact that to see J. Cole running in a video with the Haitian flag, it made me realize where's my Haitian flag. You get what I mean? Like,
not bullying.
To know that there's somebody else who's repping my people, my culture.
Let's go.
It makes me feel, you know what, man, you know, okay. Like he's just that close. And I just went to his show, so shout out to Cole, Dreamville, thank you.
And you had Young Thug on that tour, right?
And Young Thug was on the tour, and man, you know, shout out to Young Thug. I hope everything works out. I know what happened to you, homie, and you know, I just hope everything works out good. That's crazy.
Shout out to Serge Toussaint, the artist who actually drew those paintings behind the Serge Toussaint. Toussaint.
He made all of those murals, right?
Those murals, right?
The actual murals up
exactly.
Real historical figure.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got a real Haitian last name. He read that real last name. So I mean, shout out to Serge Toussaint. He was actually in the video as well.
Yeah.
For the music video to that track. So I mean, shout out to him. He's actually just some work for my moms and my people. So I mean, he's real dope. Real dope. Shout out to him.
What's up? And we would like to say, speaking of Young Thug, man, you know, Young Thug is kind of one of my favorite artists, man.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, through all the controversy you might hear of him, I think he's a talented dude in the game today. And you know, you should check out one of the tracks called The Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, I heard about that.
Man.
Yeah.
And also, he has another mixtape out right now called Slime Language. Check it out, man. Young Thug, man, he's doing it for you.
You gotta speak the language. Slime.
One more track that's out there. Excuse me. Logic is called the
white rapper.
The Return. Yeah.
Logic is
a spitter, man.
Logic has been snapping since. Shout out to Logic for sure. Logic is mad lyrical, man, and for a mixed, you know, he's not, you know, okay, he's white skin color wise, but
I feel like right now and today, hip hop doesn't matter about what
your skin color you are.
Man, listen, if you at home right now and you kind of debating on coming out because you think that, you know, rap
coming out rapping,
either way, coming out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap is just based on talent and how you put the words together, man. So right now, man, if you feel like you got that, come on out. Don't be afraid, man.
Come on out, brothers and sisters.
So, you know, Logic have a track called The Return. You should check that out. You know, it's a banging track. It's top 3 on the billboards. So, man, I'm 2GK with the Hip Hop Weekly News, and I'll be back at you next week.
Yeah. We're gonna move on over to Local Love. I want to talk about this place I went to. This is the segment where we kind of shed light on anything that's local from South Florida, from Miami to Broward, West Palm, anything in Florida, really, everything really local. We share local love to all the artists out of Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa, you name it. But right now we're gonna shed light on a little bit of area called Escapeology out of Fort Lauderdale. There's about 36 locations worldwide.
Escapeology.
So pretty much there's a place you go to, and there's several rooms with several themes where you actually have to solve riddles and unlock codes and everything to get to a next level, which is called the escape rooms.
All right.
So to escape these rooms, you have to solve riddles with the people you go there, where you go up to 2 to 5 people.
That's not like the movie Saw.
Exactly. So that's where they got the idea from. That's exactly where they got the idea from. So I got the opportunity to check it out. We went up there with my barber gang. We went up there with some coworkers and shit. Gang. Shout out my barber gang. What's that?
Shout out to the barbers that make man.
Shout out Fuego Cuts, Barber Gang. I don't know.
Fuego Cuts. What's happening, y'all
Still
boys?
live. So we went up there to Escapeology. We tried an escape room called The Code.
Okay.
The Code theme was pretty much you had a international hacker that hacked over 100 people's information and got over 100 grand worth of checks out of 100 people, and he's threatened the government to clear all their accounts if they don't give him all the money. So pretty much you got to solve these codes, and you got to make sure you get this piece of information so he won't wipe the whole world bank account out. So once you do that, you get to the room. So you get up to an hour to escape the room. And this is the medium hard room. At first we chose a hard room, but when we got there, it was like, "Is this your first time?" It was like, "Yeah." It was like, "Don't do the hard room. Nobody can do that shit on their first try. Nobody's ever done it. You start with the easy one or the medium." We was like, "Give us the medium. We don't want to go to no easy. We want to challenge ourselves." So we went to the medium hard. We called The Code. There's about 11, 12 themes. There's a lot of rooms you check out. Amazing, dog. So we got in the room. We saw how it was, and this theme was hacking codes. So a lot of computer stuff, a lot of TV clues and shit like that. You get 3 clues, you get an hour. If you ask for a clue, they take 2 minutes off your time and about 5 minutes after every clue after that. Me and my team did a great job. It was about 5 of us. It was 3 guys, 2 girls. And then it was one room called The Code. After we got out of the first room, there was another room we had to get into, the second room. After we got out of that second room, we had to get into a third room, which unlocks you to get out the whole room. So we got out in about 5 minutes left, and we used all 3 of our clues, because it wasn't easy to start it. But I think it was good because it forced us to think, cooperate as a team. And it's just like, how well can you put clues together, solve riddles, and solve, codes and shit. It was real cool, man. It was a really great experience. I recommend it for any and everybody who want a different experience. Go check it out. There's 36 different locations worldwide. There's specifically in South Florida. They're both in Fort Lauderdale. One is in Oakland Park, and one's right on the beach at Beach Place Towers in Fort Lauderdale off of A1A. I recommend you to go check it out. The good people there, they'll take care of you. I think it's about $34 a person to sign up to 5 people. And the lookout, we gotta go up there. We gonna go up there.
That's a good mental stimulation.
It is. It's a lot of.
It's good to challenge your mind. And strategize and good. It's helpful for the brain.
Yeah, it's a lot of cell phone games out there. It's almost like similar to brain exercises, but this is an actual one. You go in like a physical game. You using all your mind, your body. You gotta physically walk to the corner of the room, figure it out. There's one part where we had to unlock a book bag to figure out this little saying on a thing, put all the CDs together we found across the room to solve a certain number, just to unlock a piece of a cabinet that had a laser in it. When we found the laser, we were like, what the hell we do with the laser? We ended up pointing at the little fake cameras, and they gave us 3 different colors. We remembered the colors. It was like, remember the color, write it down on the board. So they give you a board to write down the information. Just remember the colors because it was different. It was weird. Mm-hmm. So those colors coordinated with the third room on where we're supposed to place these chords that we're supposed to put in. Put that in the red, put that in the green, put that in the blue, in that order. Yeah, that's so it's real deep. It's real deep, man. And I feel like the people at Escapeology did a really, really nice job on that theme. And there's plenty of themes. You should check it out. Again, it's the escape rooms. I know y'all have heard about it. It's all over social media. Look it up, the escape rooms. Man, I had a really good time. And I was just like, I'm definitely going to do that shit again and again and again. We got to check that shit out, TGK.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. But we're going to start it off with a keynote. We always talk about leaving a message. The message this week, we want to let 2GK share it. It's pretty much a G check and a mirror check. But before we get into that,
definitely we got whoa, yeah, health. Oh man, P, we almost skipped you, my G.
Almost fucked some shit up just now.
Almost fucked it up.
We gotta edit it out.
Well, god dang.
Fuck that.
Shit, well, just
edit that shit. I don't want to sound like a fool.
Nah, I mean, definitely. So a lot of things are going on with the health that I think we should really let the people know. And P, I know one thing for sure: this Ebola outbreak is still on the rise.
You read that Ebola was done? Ebola, Ebola. That shit is not done.
What do you mean Ebola is not finished?
It is not finished, my
I
friend.
thought Ebola was finished.
You thought this was done?
Oh, this shit.
This shit is not finished, my friend.
Wait, what's Ebola?
This shit will continue.
Why these motherfuckers keep creating this shit?
This shit is scientifically made and
I
it will
can't
not
get
die.
jiggy with that shit.
These
Okay.
motherfuckers.
So according to the Washington Post, so according to the Washington Post, Ebola now at 105 cases in bordering countries are on alert. On Tuesday, Friday, an estimated 19,000 people streamed down the hill of Congo, North Kivu province, to cross the border into a small town.
They're fucked.
Damn.
Over there, responsible for confirmed 115 suspected cases, including 67 deaths, according to Robert Redfields, director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
CDC?
Mm-hmm.
They some crazy mother sluggers.
So
the Center of Disease and Control.
In all aspect, like
I thought they were supposed to come over.
Think about this.
That was been supposed to be.
A lot of these diseases that supposedly we don't hear about, you know, they come out real bold and brand out here in the media, but we don't hear about. Do y'all really think like these diseases disappear? Because if you really think about it, like Ebola was something we haven't heard about for a couple of years in South Florida.
I think people don't really understand how serious Ebola is. Listen, this disease is airborne. This disease can kill you within 7 days of coming in contact with it. And that's airborne. So that's if someone has it and they could just talk and speak around you and you would catch this disease. This disease is really serious. So I don't think that this disease should be just on the back burner. And that's what, they've been doing, because I feel like that's how serious it is. You feel what I'm saying? But
listen, let's keep it real. This is the lookout, and we want to keep it real. I mean, this is me. This is Swatway Hardaway. What's happening? I've done my research on the Ebola. I've come to the conclusion that this has been a created substance in a laboratory, right, with a patent number, right, that has been utilized to what they say in the conscious world, to
control population
control. That is my approach to when you talk about Ebola, because if it kills so fast, it kills in masses. There is a reason we need to mass depopulate, and we need to push this back out. It's the same thing with Magic Johnson catching HIV/AIDS in the 90s, and he's still alive. Obviously, there's a lot of herbal cures for a lot of things that people don't discuss and don't talk about, and a lot of holistic doctors and stuff like that know about. And these cures exist. These things that are created with patent numbers also have reverse patent numbers to cure it. I don't believe in all of this, because when it comes to a disease such as is, and I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to speak on it because that's just my belief system. Everybody don't have to believe that. I've just done my own personal research on that. There's no way you can have an Ebola outbreak just comes in, and then it got to America. You remember when it got to America, then somebody flew with it. It was a doctor that flew with it from New York. It came down to Florida, and then everybody got scared. It's always keep the people in fear, man. Don't ever lose that fact, man. You know what I'm saying? Just I mean, I don't know. Hey, I could be wrong, but I've done my research. So that's the elephant in the room for me, and I'm always kind of state the elephant in the room at times just to keep it real. Just to keep it real.
Let them know. Watch out for the vaccines. Put your heart to the floor.
You know what I'm saying? But so with the Ebola shit, man, I send my condolences to anybody that's ever lost a family member in it. I just think that there's a lot more to it than what we see.
That's true.
Definitely.
That's true. There's a lot more than what you see in a lot of things in life. So never think that everything you see is face value. So it's always good to do your research and investigate a lot.
Come up with your own
But
conclusion.
another thing, I got a part 2 to the health side.
Part
Just
2?
in case y'all didn't know, I came with the right hand. I came with the left hand. Is right.
Look like Mike Tyson.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit. So studies have stated that there's no actual amount of alcohol that is scientifically stated as healthy. Did y'all know that? There's no amount of alcohol that can technically say that you're healthy. This is not a healthy amount.
Put down that alcohol, sir.
Did you know that studies saying this is a global study? So don't. Everything that I'm saying is y'all can fact check that. Go ahead and Google it. Go ahead and research yourself. Google it. Find the information.
Find it yourself.
So, global studies state that for women, approximately 4 glasses of alcohol consumption is, this for somebody who doesn't typically consume alcohol, is healthy for you as a healthy consumption. But for men, 5 glasses or 5 alcoholic beverages is technically a healthy consumption. So the global studies is now coming back and saying that there's no amount that's technically healthy for you. So when before, I mean, of course we've heard a glass of wine a day, it's good for your heart.
They're always changing they shit up. First the earth was round, now it's flat. Now it's round. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. 1 minute alcohol was good for you, now it's bad. Then they came out with another study saying
alcohol was never good for you, dog. Where you found that at?
What?
Like alcohol is good for you?
Wine, a glass of wine.
Fine wine.
Some fine wine is good.
Red wine.
It's good for filling out blood.
You know what? I tried the only form of wine that's really good because it requires grapes. But everything else, like liquor, hard liquor.
Yeah. So all you Hennessy drinkers out there, God damn it, be mindful. Still drink up.
And I say that sipping on some damn Jim Beam. That's key with the damn health segment. God damn it, I'm gonna keep on sipping.
Speaking of health,
I ain't tripping.
Healthy greenery.
Some healthy weed only in a paper joint. Know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Paper or backwards, I guess.
It don't matter as long as the green can smoke.
As long as you smoking, you good.
Is that it for health, my dog?
That's everything.
After drinking a Jim Beam.
Taking a sip of that Jim Beam. Green apple per se.
We're going to end this off, y'all, with a message. People go through situations every day, right? We argue, we fight. We come to disagreements, we agree to disagree, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're not always right about everything.
True.
So, I would like to say, one of the ways to make yourself better as a person is to always keep it real with yourself. Always keep it real with yourself. If there is any way that, you have a mirror, I call it the mirror check, you know what I'm saying? You walk into that mirror and there's another person that's looking at you that just looks just like you, that is you. Are you going to let that person down? Yes or no? Are you going to keep it real with that person every day? Yes or no? Which is yourself. So if you ever approach a situation where you know that you are wrong, keep it real with yourself. When you know you're not accomplishing a certain goal because of your own flaws or faults or procrastinations, and you don't recognize it, but you know that you're doing it, keep it real with yourself.
Sounds like the infomercial.
Keep it real with yourself. You always got to check yourself. G-check yourself when you are in the wrong. You're not always right. It's not always a goal that you're going to accomplish, and you're not going to always procrastinate and not recognize it. So if there's anything that you're at a fault as, it's important to recognize it as a person so that way you become better as a person. You know where your faults are at. You know what kind of person you are. It's important to keep it real with yourself than anybody else on this planet. What y'all got to think about that?
I mean, personally, I love that. That G-check is real.
G-check yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
Because if you think about it, a lot of times we don't look in the mirror.
Check yourself.
We think that we always right.
Yeah.
Our situation, how we perceive things is how it always is perceived. But at the end of the day, sometimes how we look at things may not be how the other person's looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may have another perspective of things. Somebody may feel differently about a certain topic or a certain disagreement that you don't feel about. So you always have to look back at yourself to understand that, okay, did I come at that correctly? Right. Did I do that the right way? Did I think about this, that analyze this fully?
Exactly. You always got to analyze the situation. If I'm in a situation and something goes wrong, I always look what I could have done to better it, or what could I have done differently to have a different result. I always look at myself. Did I do something wrong? Or no, even if I did do something wrong, you recognize that you didn't do something wrong, you still analyze it. True. Like, what did I do wrong to provoke this? Or did I do something to provoke it? Or I am wrong for doing that. You know what? I might want to apologize to this person. I was wrong for that shit. I need to be the bigger person. And forgiveness is always key. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to cap it off with the message of the day.
G-Check.
Thanks for tuning in. I just want to tell y'all we got some great material coming soon. Like I said, Put Me On the Film coming soon. Immortals is coming soon. Make sure y'all log in. The skits we're coming soon. Obviously we're running the skits series. We're going to name it based on true events. Obviously we kind of shed light on real life situations to the extreme life situations, but it's going to be short, it's going to be sweet, but it's going to be raw. So make sure y'all look into that. Follow The Lookout Soul Flow on Instagram. That's CHELOOKSOFLO with the emoji eyes in the middle. That's going to be us with the black background and the yellow letters with the eyes. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah.
We show love to the locals. We out this bitch.
Look out. Keep your eyes peeled. Yay.